This is your time.
Hello, fellow noobsters, it is I, Gaming Noobster. Welcome back to another video, and it is your boy, Gaming Noobster, and today, Android power saving. You've heard of it. You know that it's supposed to help you save power, but you also know there's a option saying CPU performance saving? Does it actually do that much for your phone? So I'm using a Note 3. First of all, let me just say, all of these benchmarks, they may not be 100% accurate, especially the battery ones, because this is an old battery. I'm actually going to replace it soon. But yeah, so you guys know of, okay, so if you go to settings, you go to general usually, and you go down to, and you usually have, you can either click on battery, and you'll have like a thing up here for the newer phones. It'll be like 3 buttons, and it'll be like power saving mode. But on Note 3 with 5.1.1 Android or something, you have power saving mode, right? So when you turn it on, you have CPU performance. Limit the maximum performance of a CPU to save power. Now you have these two, but I like having haptic feedback just because I always keep my buttons, my touchscreen buttons on the bottom, like the back and the windows. I like to keep them dark, not illuminated, because that actually saves a lot of power. So but I need to feel like I'm pressing it. Screen output, I always like to change my own. But this, so you know, you can turn it on and off. So, but does it really do that much like we think? Does it actually save that much battery? And how much performance are you losing? So like, okay, so also, if you're wondering what app I'm using to emulate the screen, how it's quite fluid, I'm using Samsung Sync. I believe it's called Samsung Sync. It's right here, Slide Sync by Samsung, and it's only supported on, and it's actually supported on more than just Samsung's, and it's supported on Windows, Mac, and all Android devices over 4.0. But the new Samsung S9s will not work, or Note 9s don't work. Everything before that though should work as long as it's Android 4.0 and up. So first of all, the first thing I did was go into here, which is CM Cleaner. I love this thing, and I would clean junk files and phone boost before every single benchmark. And so I used Antutu, and first, you don't need to look at that benchmark. That's completely different, I think. So I did this both with power on and power off. Each time between benchmarks, I would give the phone time to cool down so it can get its maximum performance of the time when it's cooled down. And I did the cleaning, as I said before. And also, so let's look at the benchmarks for that. Or actually, no. Okay, so second of all, what I did Geekbench, and I actually did two different things. I did the CPU benchmark. Again, gave time before each benchmark to cool down and cleaned out the RAM and the memory and everything. And I also did the battery benchmark to see if it actually does save you battery. So I did that twice. And there will be another video of phone management, how to make you have the best performance for a gaming phone. But hey, maybe. Okay, so let's go to my gallery. Also, if you like my I tried making this as modern looking, almost S8. If you like this like home thingamajig, I forgot what it's called. I believe it's called Eevee. I really love it. And whenever you switch phones, it saves all your information. I love that. So let's go into gallery, press back. Okay, so we're in screenshots. Believe this is all screen. Nope. Okay, so now this is when you'll get your first phone, right? Power saving. Also, I blurred these on purpose because it's ads. And the second one's a bit disturbing, but this is without power saving. Now, as you can see, this is almost 68,000. And you know, CPU, GPU, user interface, and memory. But once you turn on power saving, this is what it does to your phone. It's almost like it's 10,000 plus. It's like 10,500 points deducted just because you turn on power saving. Now, if you look at CPU, this is 31.5. Here's is 38.5, pretty much. GPU 6250. Here it's 4,000. That's almost half. Almost half. User experience is 14 and a half, I'll just say. Here's 17.8. I mean, that's a big difference, but that's pretty high as it is, which is memory with it's 55 and 5. So the memory doesn't really get changed because memory doesn't take up that much battery as it is, and that's, you know, that goes for laptops, desktops, tablets. That does for everything anyway. So sorry if there's notifications coming in. I don't know why. And also disturbing. But you see how much it's actually taking up of your percentage. Like, I defeated 18% of users of phones versus 11%. Like, you see the big difference. Yeah. So if we go back, now we're gonna go to the Geekbench scores. Geekbench scores, this is without power saving. As you see, it's 975 single core. And remember, this is Note 3, so it's not exactly advanced. Once the S6 came out, that thing was like twice as fast. But as you see, 975 and 2550 much. Once you get power saving on, your single core goes down by 40 points. But where it really hits hard is the multi-core. It's 500 points it goes down, and that can do a lot, right? Okay, so we obviously knew that power saving is going to limit your CPU performance and your performance in general, right? And since this is a phone and the GPU is built into the CPU, when you turn down the CPU performance, GPU performance obviously goes down too. But okay, so we knew that it was going to go down in performance anyway, but does it really save that much battery by pretty much making your gaming experience worse? Does it actually? Okay, well, this is with power saving on. Well, you would get a good score of 14,000. And so my benchmark that I did, I went from 50% battery life, because that's like where the battery is the most efficient, down to 5% where it's more or less efficient. And it took an hour and 35 minutes to go from 50 to 5%, which is a 45% difference. An hour and 35 minutes. Now, and also like I said, my battery's extremely old, so it's not going to be as good as you would think. I'm going to be replacing that time will probably double, but this is just a good benchmark as it is, because a battery's a battery and they'll all technically work the same as a principle. But now let's go to power saving. What is that, 120 points, which is not that bad when you think about it. And again, this was the same 50% to 5%, as you can see in the on my, oh well, just so I can tell you that I'm not lying. Why do you keep having, as you can see up there, it does say 5%. If you know, it says 5% up there, you see. Okay, but from 50% to 5%, take this, an hour and 10 minutes. Whoa. Like, whoa. Like 25-minute difference, and you're probably losing a good 15 to 20 FPS in games. And on a phone, that's a lot. 15 to 20 FPS on a phone, that's a lot. So, hey, is power saving really worth it? On my end, not really. To some people that just use the phone as a phone, yeah, turn on that power saving. Please do. It will actually help your battery. Granted, it's 25 minutes, but this was a different workload. It could be different for you guys, because the people that just use your phone, you'd just be like using your email, reading news and stuff because you're boring. Just kidding, kind of. Not really. But yeah, yeah, turn on power saving if you really want all that power saving. You want extra 30 minutes pretty much. But if you're a gamer, if you don't lose battery that badly as it is, turn off battery power saving. If you have it on already, turn it off and you're okay. If you're okay with the battery with it on, keep it on. I mean, turn it off. If you're not okay with it, like me, I keep it on just because I don't have the new battery yet. So, but yeah, final verdict. Does power saving mode really do a lot of stuff to your phone? Yes. It will ruin your gaming. It won't ruin your gaming performance because if you have if you have a newer phone with like S7 up, as like I'm just speaking Samsung terms. Like if you have a Samsung S7 and up to like 9, I guess. Even if you have an S6 and up, except S6 had a horrible battery anyway, so I wouldn't recommend that anyway. But S6, S7 and up, you can keep that on. The CPU is already really good, and the GPU is already good because, you know, all these game manufacturers, they go off of older typed phones. Like, especially like they usually go about 2 years back, so you can run 3 years in the future, something like that. Which some people, because not all phones can run everything. But yeah, but if you want that power, put that power. Turn it off. If you want that time, turn it on. It's really not too big of a difference as of power saving, but it's a huge difference as of performance wasting. So yeah, hopefully you guys liked this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and comment. Again, another Android video on how to increase performance with gaming and other stuff. Again, benchmarks and other stuff will be used. So yeah, remember, like, subscribe, and comment, and Gaming Noobster out.